nobody's going to get given a second gig for being average or poor. So therefore we build up their skills as musicians in conjunction with understanding how the industry works.
I feel it's very important to work alongside an apprentice because of the skills that I've learned over the years that I'm able to pass on.
We're able to gain work experience while learning and getting paid, so it's a bonus.
There's definitely a need for much more practical training, not just because of the needs of the industry, but also, frankly, because HE is no longer going to be as affordable to as many people as it once was.
We find that young people may come out of school with an interest in the theatre industry, but not really understanding what the different roles are and what they might need to do to enable them to take on one of those jobs.
What we need to do, I think, is to find young people who maybe have never been to the theatre in their lives, who never conceived that there might be a career in lighting design or in stagecraft. The gap is about people from across the diversity of the country moving into our industry.
Employers don't actually know what skills they need. They know they have gaps, but not a lot of employers are future-proofing for the way business goes.
The major changes in the sector are technologically driven, in terms of sound and lighting technology and the advances in that, which year after year it's a revolution.
As the business innovates and progresses in technology terms, there's not enough people learning and developing as quickly as that, and so we need to help plug that gap.
Skills lacking in the industry are linked to theatre-specific skills, particularly around technical, which is why we've introduced our technical apprenticeship this year.
We deal with a lot of issues, all the way from electrics to flying things. It's not something that can be traditionally done in a classroom. It needs to be on-the-job experience. If you haven't got the skills, it's just impossible to get work.
As a member of staff that is a former apprentice, it feels good to have a new member of staff that is doing the role that I did.
It gives the opportunity for maybe junior members of staff to be able to develop mentoring and leadership skills, because they obviously have to help the apprentices in their everyday job.
Unless we have a highly skilled workforce, we're going to lose out to other countries. So it's really important that we do upskill, and I think the government is actually behind it, and the investment they're putting into apprenticeships, I think, illustrates that.
Concert business or the theatre industry, we're a huge contribution, not just tourism, but the people that move around the country coming to our events, and that is a huge part of the infrastructure and the economy of this country, and therefore any investment that makes that more or better has to be encouraged.
As long as we continue to have an impact in creativity, then this country will continue to be at the forefront of innovation and change. If you look at the live music sector alone, something like over £6 billion is spent. That's why it's so important to make sure that we continue to champion and develop the new people coming through, so that we have the right skill set in this very vibrant sector.